What we like to say is that when Mother Nature is at her worst, the line workers are at their best. This is time away from family, this is missed events, this is missed opportunities otherwise, because of that commitment to your community, because of that commitment to their job, because of that commitment to keeping the lights on. Now that commitment is backed up in Waynesville by frontline staff, by management, by this council, by a community that understands the value of that reliability and understands the value of those investments that keep the lights on. I'm proud to say that I'm here today to present an award to the City of Waynesville, brought to you by the American Public Power Association. The City of Waynesville received this recognition for your reliability throughout the 2025 year, for being able to keep the lights on over 99.9% of the time. The American Public Power Association represents over 2,000 community-owned utilities all across the country. They actually compare reliability metrics and award the reliability award to only the best of the best communities who have the most reliable systems. What this means for Waynesville is that over 99.9% of the time in 2025, the lights were on. What that means for your community, though, when a family sat down to dinner, when a business went to serve a customer, when manufacturers started a shift, when schools started session, the lights were on, power was available, and your community is moving forward because of that commitment to reliability. The line workers are the ones to do that. We're going to get a few in the back here, but that is really a shared value, a shared local resource, your local electric distribution utility. Because of that investment, your lights are always on and they're always ready to go. So with that, I want to congratulate your community, but I also want to congratulate the line workers who are here who do that hard work every single day. I think they're going to come up and receive the award today. Does that work? There we go, like that. Yeah.
Let's give them another round of applause. We're really proud of our team here, always seeking and proving themselves to be very valuable assets to our community. Most people may not even know what the job of a lineman is, but you know, when your power is out and the weather is bad, like what he was saying, they're out there. That's when they go to work, and they work very hard. For those that have been here and had to endure some of those cold nights, or even when it was hot, when they went out and they got it up fast, you know, they did not disappoint. So we want to thank them again for that service. What we also have tonight, I'm going to go to agenda item 3C, is recognition from AUSA. We have, and I want to kind of put both of these together this evening, and we have a recognition from AUSA of 45 years of outstanding support to that organization from our city. And I want to also bring to this to your attention, is that we also received our sponsorship award for being a partner with the Sustainable Ozark Partnership. Now, why did I put those together? It's because we cannot do anything alone. We cannot live in a silo. It's not just Waynesville. We are partners within a community of partners. So working with SOP, who goes out and they speak on the behalf of our region about and from economic standpoint, and supporting the expansion and growth of our community as a whole, not just here, but Rolla, Lebanon, I mean, all around. And they are the connection to our delegates at the federal level and also state level. They work with us to try to bring attention to our community of the needs that we have. Give you an example, a little over a week, or it seems like a week, maybe it was 3 weeks ago, but I met with Representative Alford, Mark Alford. He came down and we were talking about some of the needs of the community, just having them in the community and hearing it up front and telling them what was really important to our community. And guess what I said, what was important to our community? Anybody want to guess? Me? No, I'm just joking. No, what was important to our community was transportation, I-44, outer road, making sure that our streets are safe. That is the biggest dollar. So why did I talk to them about the highway? Because we talk about federal dollars. You know, so when you talk to people that are coming from the federal level, you don't talk to them about things you can change at the park. We want to talk to them at things that's at their level, so we can bring that impact here and get that support from the top down, and then we still work it up. But in any case, SOP is one of those organizations that help support and get that message out so that we all have the same message going forward. What AUSA, and I'm just going to say in the 5-county region around our location right now, how many veterans do you think live within this community? Tonight is question and answer.
17.9% of our population is veterans. I know that.
Give me a number. So we're looking at almost 18,000 veterans within the 5-county region. 18,000 veterans are here. AUSA is one of those organizations that provide supports to not only veterans but service members when they need help. And we have a board member right here. She could probably tell more about the organization.
We do, currently we probably have about 2,000 members worldwide for AUSA here, but they serve a population of worldwide, and they do a lot of stuff for veterans, civilians, retirees, and so forth. And they have lobbyists that work for us, that work for AUSA, that get these bills passed, and they do. And a lot of it has to do with education for the soldier and the veteran and their family members. And it's really a strong point, and it is a good organization. I've been a member probably over 30 years, and a board member for about that long also. So if you're interested in it, our meetings are usually the first Friday of the month at the Hampton Inn at 7:30 in the morning. It's open to anybody, and we would welcome anybody to come. In September, because of the holiday on the 7th, it will be on the 11th of September, and that's Patriot Day. So if you'd like to come, and they do a lot for your soldiers. More than you know. If a soldier's in need or a veteran's in need, we make grants to those people and to help them out. And we don't advertise it or require them to pay it back or anything like that. It's just something that we do to help. And we do have all our communities. We have Phelps of the Fort, Friends of the Fort, Committee of 50, the chamber and everything that belongs here. And so we are a group of community members.
Thank you for that, Councilwoman Dills. And being a board member, we see a lot of our council here, they volunteer in other areas other than just for our community. So the way our agenda was broken down is we were supposed to do some other awards beforehand. I will not go forth to the public hearing until we get to that point, but I'm going to entertain a motion to recess until we can go to the open session, the public hearing.
I would make that motion.
Motion by Mr. Hay.
I'll second.
Who seconded? Mr. Harold. All in favor, raise your hand. Any opposed? All right, so we'll go on recess.
Can you get to go to the playground?
Yeah, you can go to the bathroom or the playground.
Playground?
Yeah.
Just recess. We get outside.
Yeah, recess. All right, at this time, we're going to call the public hearing. We're going to open up for a public hearing for the ad valorem tax. And we have citizens' comments, we'll have council comments, we'll close out the hearing from that point, and we will vote on the tax. But prior to that, I would like to educate the community on what the ad valorem tax is first, and then we will open up for comments, just so they can kind of preface the information and we don't have to.
Roll call.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Councilman Farnum.
Present.
Councilman Harrell.
Here.
Councilwoman Dills.
Here.
Councilman Hyatt.
Here.
Councilman Rice.
Here.
Councilman Hayden.
Here.
Councilman Bland.
Here.
Councilwoman Corn.
Here.
Thank you.
For free.
All right, so let's try this again. I entertain a motion to go into the public hearing for the ad valorem tax.
Motion. I second.
Second. Madam Clerk, call the roll.
Who seconded that?
Mr. Hyatt.
Councilman Farnum.
Yes.
Councilman Harrell.
Yes.
Councilwoman Dills.
Yes.
Councilman Hyatt.
Yes.
Councilman Rice.
Yes.
Councilman Hayden.
Yes.
Councilman Bland.
Yes.
Councilwoman Corn.
Yes.
Thank you.
I just want to kind of keep it clean, put nothing else in there. All right, so what I wanted to do, like I said, I wanted to kind of give a quick breakdown of what the ad valorem tax is. A lot of people don't understand this process. They hear the word tax and then it's, all of these different things happen in our body. Trust me, I feel it too. But what I want to share with you is some short presentation here. Understanding the ad valorem tax. Can we go to the second page there? This kind of breaks down what it means. It's really about the value of our property. If you cannot see that, I do apologize. I can give you these slides if you want to. Just let me know, send me an email, and I can make them available to you, or I can I'll put them out so that you'll have them. All right. So this is what it's broken down to. It really means just according to the value, our taxes. So you have the market value, you have the assessment rate times the assessment rate, the assessed value times the levy per 100, and then that equals our tax. Now I'm going to show you some real numbers so you see what it looks like for our city. We're going to talk about who's responsible for what in the next slide here. Who does what? The county assessor is the one that assesses our property, and he assigns the property value to the property. The city does not do that, right? So that's not our role and our responsibility. I'm not going to read all of that to you, but I want you to understand that the city does not set the property values. Tonight, what we're sharing is not bad news. This is good news. And I'm going to share with you why as we continue to go through this. Let's go to the next slide here. What moves the number? When you see there in that number there on the left is 486. That's the number of residents that was added to our community since 2021. When we start to build and our assessed value goes up, it's because of development and improvements. That's not bad news. That's good news. That's great news. If you're not growing, you're dying. And our community is not dying because we're growing. And it's because we're building homes, we're expanding, and as we bring businesses to our community, guess what happens? That goes up even more. And the good thing is we have the Hancock Amendment that does not permit us to raise anything. The more that we make, the lower the rate is. The more that we grow, the lower the rate goes. So it's about development. This is why we support businesses coming to our community. This is why we support new homes being built. This is why we support any types of improvements to our community. It's an added value to our community. So with that said, you have the new construction, you have reassessment, you have inflation. Those all three things, they impact our valuation. So 486 new homes since 2021. Just to throw this out there, we just did a census challenge because of the new homes, and we probably have a higher population that's going to push us over 6,000, 6,100, 6,200 people. So we're not under 5,000, just so you know that. That's just a little note. Now going to the next slide here where we got the Hancock Amendment, I just want you to read there in that gold box. This amendment, this is something that is instituted by the state. This prevents cities from collecting more than growth justifies. So as we grow, we have to stay within a certain parameters. We cannot get extra money because we're growing. It takes away, and we actually get a lower tax rate. So we're going to see something here. I'm going to paint this picture for you. Let's go to the next one. I want to kind of pick it up a little bit because this right here is what you need to know. 2016, we're back at the same rate that we were in 2016. This is over the last 10 years. Those are real numbers for our evaluation. That's where you see that graph going up. That's growth. That's development. That's improvement. All right? So, but you see that even when we went up, look what the gold line did. It went down. That's the tax. And guess where it is? The same where it was last year. Nothing has changed. This is required every year we come out to vote on this. That's the history, that's the numbers. That's what's reported for our community. Now the exciting thing is we're growing. And proof of it is traffic. All right, so the next one here, I want to show you here is 2026 numbers before you tonight. This is what I want you to see. So when we talk about 2025 and 2026, the real estate, we see that it went up 3.9%. So it went from about 82,000 to 85. We look at our personal property, went from 13 to 15, up 10.8%. But that's, we do the inflation and do a lot of other things that are contribute to that. And then our total assessed value went from 96 to 100,000. And it's going to get higher as we continue to develop and grow. All right? So this is 2026, and I'm going to show you 0.5864 per $100. For those mathematicians, you don't know that, let's go to the next slide here. This is how much, if you have a home that's $200,000, you pay $19 a month in the tax. It's $223 a year. If your home was $200,000, $19 a month. I pay more for that for perplexity. It's $20. But when we see these numbers here, this is what it kind of boils down to. Just to kind of put the real numbers in front of you of what this actually means. This is what the community is, this is what the city of Waynesville is paying. Now let's go to the next one. I want to show you where this breaks down across the board. That big blue one there at 72%, that's a school. All right, the gold one, that's us. 15 cents on every property tax dollar comes to the city. We get 15 cents on the dollar. 15 cents. You can't even get 15 pieces of candy for 15 cents. But 15 cents on the dollar, that's the breakdown. So let's look at the breakdown of how it's actually divvied out across the, I was going to say the battalion, across across the county. When we look at this, we look at the, where'd you go? Go back one. So the school is 73 cents. County roads and bridges in the health and the senior services and our developmental disabilities make up 9%. 9 cents on the dollar goes to those programs. The county library gets 3 cents on the dollar. And each of these are set by their own boards. Doesn't sound like a lot of money for those programs. So when we see those programs are fizzling away, it's because that's how much they have. And when we talk about the roads and the bridges, and they come back and they ask for an increase, that 9 cents is what they're talking about. And that 9 cents covers all of those other initiatives. Let's go to the next one here. Property tax we actually collect. This is what we collect citywide for all of the homes, everything that we have, this is what we get. That's what we got for 2024. We just received our audit back, so I can give you the updated for 2025. We get $535,000 a year. Some people's homes is more than that. But that's all we get citywide. Those are the funds. 10 years. Next slide. All right. So we grew, but the rate didn't. It went down. But it's time to celebrate We would love to have that, but it doesn't work that way because we abide by the laws of the state and we support that. And that's why we're here. We're advocates for the community when it comes to the laws. And this is the truth. This is what we have here. Not what we have on Facebook. All right? So, the $223 a year, $200,000 home estimate, $19 a month is what we're paying in taxes. With that being said, I'll open up for public comments pertaining to this issue, this here. Please state your name and address.
Jerry Brown, 1390 State Route F. I'm looking at the ordinance here. Can you explain how these figures come across? So I'm adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. And what I'm coming up with doesn't match what your ordinance is saying. Could you please step me through that?
What are you referring to?
Well, I'm referring to your valuation. I'm referring to your ad valorem tax. How much we collect and how much you're saying we're supposed to collect.
What are you saying that you're confused on?
It's the figures. I did the figures.
No, I want you to tell me what you don't.
No, I asked you.
Okay, now I'm going to tell you this. If you're not going to listen, you're going to be told to leave.
No.
You need to listen. If you're not going to explain to me and tell me what your misunderstanding is, I can't help you.
This is the attitude that you and the council have taken against the citizens here.
What's the attitude?
You've been trying to close me up. I'm asking a question. Explain to me how you got these figures. I'm looking at your ad, I'm looking at your ordinance. Explain to me how you got these figures.
I think that there's some confusion, Dr. Brown, as to what exactly you're asking for, because he just went over those figures in
All right, let's put it this
what
way.
he said,
We got
and so that's why
100
we're
million.
asking for clarification.
You want me to answer it? Okay. $100,902,361. Divide that by 100. That's your ad valorem taxes on $100 valuation. Oh, that can come up with $591,691. You're saying here you're going to get 515.
I didn't say 515 to the director.
It's right here in your ordinance.
It says what's adopted into the general fund is 550.
Yeah. So what did the whole sentence say?
The question is, how do you come to these figures? I'm coming to one figure. You're saying something else on your ordinance.
I think the 515 is a total of the.
I'm
percent
sorry?
of the to- The 515 is a percent of the total, right? That's what you said.
Right.
Yes, that's what
You
you
take
said.
the valuation, divide by 100, that'll give you a $100 assessment with .5864 per $100 valuation. That comes up to $591,691 and so on cents. Your ordinance here is saying that the city council is going to get $515,000.
I truly do not understand what you're trying to say in the question. I really am not. I am a money person, and I don't understand your question.
But then you shouldn't be on the council.
Oh my goodness.
That wasn't right. So, the city gets 7%, right?
I think we need to go through the numbers and see if we're right, or if Mr. Brown's right.
I think it's a wording problem.
Yes.
So what you have here is 515,000 is not what we are going to get. It's what we put in our budget. The budget is, of course, an estimate. I don't think it says in here what we're going to get. But I would say that the numbers, the valuation numbers, and actually the assessment rate is not calculated by the city, it's calculated by the state auditor.
It is.
And the assessed valuation is not the same as an appraised valuation of property.
Correct.
So the attorney is exactly right, and to maybe answer the question, I think I understand the question. Jerry Brown was saying the numbers don't make sense. The number of 515 truly says amount of revenue required to be provided from the 26 property tax as set forth in the annual budget adopted by this council was $515,000.
was.
Yeah, that is what it is. If you look for the general fund in that line item of the budget, how do you set that budget? Well, you set that budget based on the estimated growth. We don't have these numbers. We just got these numbers from the county. The county just received these numbers. Now, the 515 is what you will find in the general fund of the budget, the 2025 budget or 2026 budget that we're operating in, okay?
I think what you're saying, John, is that number is what we're looking at into the future. It's a budget number.
Well, we set that budget number last September.
There you go, right there.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the 515 is not calculated off of the 100 million assessed valuation. We just received the 100 million assessed valuation, so I think he stated something like 591.
Yes. If you take 100 million, 9.9
Mhm.
billion, and you multiply it by that over in tax,
Yeah.
you come up by $591,699.
So our estimate was low on where we thought our assessed valuation was last September. And when we put 515 into the general fund, you have to fund that at some level. We know it was greater than 24, greater than 25. So at September of 25, we budget a 26 budget at 515, which was greater than the 25 budget. We knew we were trending up. So now we're at September of 26. We do have the 26 valuation from Dave at the courthouse, which now you can see that this was underestimated as far as a revenue source. We grew more, we have realized more growth in the city than what we thought we would in September of last year if it was 590, by $75,000 of revenue. And then, this can work both ways. If you overestimate your growth, then you may have under, right? So this number could have been 615, but the real number is what is assessed, and your math is correct. When you go through and do total assessed valuation and do the ad valorem rate, that is the expected tax collection at the end of this year. And we undershot from last year's projection. But you're all right. I mean, if you look at it your way, you think, 515 and we're collecting 591, but the 515 number is a budget number that was provided to this council at the end of last year for them to approve the 26 budget. And unfortunately, we have to wait till this assessed valuation comes out in September and, see where you are. Did you trend the right direction, and how close were you to your estimate?
Doc, does that answer the question any better for you?
Not really, but I'll accept it, but it doesn't answer better.
You're just calculating two different numbers into it. The first number, the 515, is a budget number that they're looking at a different time. That's what we started, that's what they set the budget, right, John, back in the fall, or whenever we did the budget in our city? Last year. So it's calculated off what we know at that time.
Yeah, so when historically, the city of Waynesville doesn't have a council meeting in December. So we approved the 26 budget in November. I have to have this property revenue, this general fund revenue accounted for in that budget. And by counts, I can tell you if this number was 515, I'm going to tell you that probably the 25 budget was 490, 485. It was less than 515. And then when we got those numbers, we're still moving upward. We're still increasing, as the mayor had mentioned. As you see your assessed valuation increase, you're going to see your tax rate decrease. And so, and there's a play on that too, right? Because when we talk about property and property evaluation, he talked a lot about, building homes. Well, that's a different rate than commercial. Commercial's a higher rate, and we have both, and we're fortunate to have both. We are seeing growth in this community, and you're just trying to work those percentages out to figure out what is a good number to put on the, on that for a budget number in November, knowing that the real numbers will come, to light this September.
That's why we amend the budget, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we took a stab 10 months ago.
Yep.
Pretty
That's
accurate, though.
Pretty accurate, but we took a stab,
Yeah.
because that's really all you can do. It's the same with,
We're taking a stab in a month.
yeah, but I mean, it's the same thing we do, it's the same thing we do with vehicles. We have no idea what's gonna break. We guesstimate best based on what we've done, what we think it's gonna cost to fix stuff this year, and then when a $200,000 truck goes down, we didn't budget for that.
Or we deal with power as well.
Yeah, all of it, yeah.
It's just basic budgeting.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think the definition of what does 515,000 represent? And that represents our city council general fund budget for this item. That's what we budgeted. Versus, if you do the math, he said 591, 691, something, I think.
are there any other questions? No more public comments?
Mayor, can I say something else?
Go ahead.
I commented to Mr. Doyle, the administrator, the other day about the explanation that was put out on Facebook explaining what the ad valorem tax, how it was broken down on it. I thought it was a very excellent tutorial to give to the citizens that happen to run across it on Facebook. Anyway, I just want to give credit to where credit is due on that. Thank you.
Any other council comments? All right, I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
Make a motion.
There's a motion by Mr. Rice and Ms. Dills. Madam Clerk?
Councilwoman Corn,
Yes.
Councilman Bland,
Yes.
Councilman Hayden,
Yes.
Councilman Rice,
Yes.
Councilman Hyatt,
Yes.
Councilwoman Dills,
Yes.
Councilman Harrell,
Yes.
Councilman Farnum.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, at this time, we will have proposed ordinance 2026-14, approving the 2026 ad valorem tax rate. I entertain a motion.
I make a motion.
Motion. I'll second. Second by Ms. Harrell. We got Amanda that got it. All right. Madam Clerk?
Councilman Farnum,
Yes.
Councilman Harrell,
Yes.
Councilwoman Dills,
Yes.
Councilman Hyatt,
Yes.
Councilman Rice,
Yes.
Councilman Hayden,
Yes.
Councilman Bland,
Yes.
Councilwoman Corn.
Yes.
We've got to read the ordinance twice.
Oh, go ahead. Madam Clerk, I'm sorry. I'm kind of discombobulated right now.
Okay. First reading, an ordinance fixing the ad valorem property tax rates for the city of Waynesville for the year 2026 on all taxable property within said city. Second reading, an ordinance fixing the ad valorem property tax rates for the city of Waynesville for the year 2026 on all taxable property within said city.
Do we need to vote again?
Yeah.
I did that once when I was in that seat. We did that.
So what we're going to do now is that passed, and what we're going to do is move on with the remainder of our meeting this evening. We're going to continue on with the awards and recognitions. The other recipients have just arrived, so we're going to go ahead and move to have Mr. Hayden come up. He'll explain a little bit about the contest in the park and summit.
So I think all three of you are here, right? Yes, yes. Okay, good. So for those of you in Ward 2, we've got our park, the Summit Park, and we haven't had a playground sign for a while. So I decided that we needed a playground sign, and what I wanted to do was involve the neighborhood. So I invited all the kids in the neighborhood to draw their version of what the sign would look like. And after I got all the entries, I brought them up to City Hall, and we had City Hall staff vote. We were going to have Park Board vote, but Park Board didn't meet this month, so we had city staff vote, and we have our 3 winners. So what I'd like is, this first of all, can I get Carly, Julia, and June to come up here? Where are you guys at? Come on up, don't be shy. So, let me give them their posters back. Let's see what we have. Who do we have? Which one? I forget which one is which. You were this one. No? Okay, I'm sorry.
He's getting old.
Yep, okay, there we go. Okay, so these are our first, second, and third place winners. So what we want to do is we want to put you in this order. And the reason we have them in that order is that June, right here, hold your poster up so the camera, you're on TV, so the camera can see it. June is our third place winner. What I have for June is a Walmart gift card for you.
Thank you.
All right. And then, okay, well, one more round of applause. All right, then Julia, this poster here, there's the camera up there, look up there and smile, there you go, is our second place winner. And what I have for you is a gift card from Walmart.
Thank you.
Let's give her that. And then Carly is our grand prize winner. Hold your sign up there. And Carly's sign, Carly's poster is going to be turned using the wisdom of AI and professional sign makers. We're going to turn that into a sign, and that sign is going to be at Summit Park for the rest of at least your childhood. And here is a gift card for you.
Thank you.
Mayor?
I'm going to take this time to present you with the most valuable thing you're going to have. No, I'm just joking. When you see your card, you probably think otherwise. But I want to give you a coin, but also a special pencil to help you out through it. You still use pencils?
Yes.
Okay. I just want to make sure I know we changed. This is a Croker pencil. This is WH Croker. You know what WH stands for?
No.
Want to take a guess? Waynesville Hill. You would have never guessed that. But I want to say congratulations. Give you a coin and your pencil.
If parents want to come up and take pictures and do all
You want
that?
to take a picture with you?
Sure, absolutely.
That's it.
Come on in here, Mayor.
You want to take it?
Okay. Okay. Oh, we're doing more. All right, and then there's another mom coming up. Come on up, don't be shy. Don't be shy.
He's smiling.
This is their moment in the sun. All right.
Good job. Good job.
Once again, excellent job, ladies. Excellent job. And I want the posters back, though. We're gonna put them up here in City Hall, so I want the posters back. Excellent. You wanted to keep it?
She has her rough draft at home.
Oh.
I do?
We can just make those for a period of time. And
Can we, let's see.
We can hold it for until,
We'll hold it hostage for about a week?
yeah.
Okay,
For a week,
so-
and then you can come back and get it.
And so we want to put them up out in the lobby so people can see them. And then you guys will, I'll make sure you get them back. How's that? Okay? All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for
Thank you so much.
Thank you for doing it.
All right, this time we're going to move ahead to mayoral comments, but I want to do a special presentation this evening. The special presentation this evening is about growth. It's about new business, new opportunity in our community. And I'm going to first just kind of preface this with a little bit of history. This has been going on for almost 16 months, somewhere around. It seems like that long, 14 to 16 months, and we have been able to have a small business owner who has come to our community. He saw the need in our community. He had some ideas when he first got here of what he wanted to do. He came to our community, and he decided that he needed to shift in a different way. And he said, this is what the community needs. So he's bringing a great gift to our community with this growth. Raj and Shiv Joy, his mother, are here, and I want to bring them forth. We can go ahead and give them a round of applause. Anytime that we have business owners that want to come to our community and expand our community at the magnitude that Raj wants to do, I think it deserves this type of audience. So what I want to do is I want to give an opportunity for Raj to come forward, share a little bit about his community, and again, thank you for the opportunity to work together with you over the last few months. We kept our mouth closed. We thought it was the right thing to do was not to tell anybody else's business, but let them share their business. So with that said, we'll turn it over to Raj.
All right, thank you, Mayor Wilson. Thank you, council members. Thank you, Waynesville, for having me over here. It's a presentation to get going.
What did you do, John?
We're really
That must be an
excited
HDMI cord.
to be here, like Mayor Wilson said, about the new development. And it really, there's a lot of ideas that came from the city council. I do want to acknowledge Mayor Wilson, as well as John Doyle, and a member who's not here, Doug Potts, with developing this entire vision for the community. This is about not just the growth of a business, but the entire community. And the need is to integrate the social aspect and improve the opportunity for local businesses to come together and work in synergy together. All right. Again, my name is Rajwant Bedi. We are a local business here in St. Robert with the Baymont Inn and Suites. So, next slide, please. What we want to do here in Waynesville is to develop what started off with just one proposed idea, and then it developed into a need that the community has about more retail space, more businesses that can be in one location, and also advertising the city of Waynesville off of the I-44 corridor. So this is a great advertisement opportunity for the city itself. This vision is not going to get done in one shot. It will be developed in a little bit of phases, but we hope that over the course of the next year and a half, we'll get the community together to get this done. You will see this as a artist rendering of the plan. There are about 4 or 5 buildings that we plan to develop. Along the flagpole, the flagpole will be visible from the I-44, so as to mark the military history of the town. Also, there will be a walking trail all around the property itself, so people can come and enjoy the space with their families. There will be an open area, corridor, possibly a water feature, maybe fountain, and around near about the flagpole where people can come and gather. If you look at the entire site, this is about a 5.5 to 7 acre site, so it's not a small area by any means. For people to come and enjoy it, there would be lots of opportunities to engage. In the first building to the right, Retail Building 1, that's primarily what I'll be talking about today. And you'll see what we're bringing there are 4 brand new concepts to the area. Next slide, please. And the development of those 4 concepts are going to happen in phases, phase 1, which is the first part of the development. In phase 1, we are also looking to develop the entire walkway around the property so that at least the exterior of the property would be defined, and people will be able to engage at that location. Next slide, please. So here, overall, in about 5 buildings, you're going to have about 50,000 square foot of retail and office space that's being built. With local businesses having the opportunity to obtain that space, starting with about 1,200 square feet to a contiguous space of about 15,000 square foot. So that basically brings the opportunity for a large retailer, hardware store, anything else to come into that location as an anchor tenant and create more business and generate revenue for the city of Waynesville. Secondly, we are obviously have interest in dining tenants. We will have 30 separate restaurants and an entertainment in the first building. Office spaces are available for medical, dental, professional, financial, laundromat, fitness centers. Those types of businesses are welcome to show interest if they're looking to be part of this synergy in the development. Next, please. Again, we do invite local businesses to partner with us, just like we partnered with the city of Waynesville to develop this. The vision will only be realized if we're all part of that vision. It's not a one person or one opportunity for one business. Like you see, there's 50,000 square feet of space that needs to be filled. We're always generating ideas. I'm in communication with different franchises to see if they're able to bring more entertainment, other types of opportunities to Waynesville, to give families more opportunities to engage with one another in those spaces. This is an artist rendering of the type of buildings that are going to be going up in that location. So you can see a very neat, clean environment, visibility from far away, an area where there's an outdoor porch, people can sit outside and inside and enjoy meals there. Next, please. So these are the 4 brands that we're looking to bring. The first one is Baja Fresh. Is anybody familiar with Baja Fresh here?
Yep.
Okay, good. Good. This is a brand that's based on the West Coast, Arizona, California primarily. They have a lot of stores there. So almost like Chipotle, you can get different types of burritos, tacos, those types of things. The main important part of Baja Fresh is that all their ingredients are fresh. It's daily prepared every single day. They don't even have freezers. So that's one of the draws. The community is getting healthier food and protein based. So I think a lot of the food will be suitable for members of the military, local school teams, things like that, athletics and everything. And then we obviously have Hala Coffee. That's you're probably familiar with the Starbucks concept. That's where you're going to get your cold drinks, coffees, as well as the hot sandwiches and some other pastries and things like that. The third one is what I think excites everybody, especially the children. It's a dessert store where you're going to get soft serve, your other types of ice creams that you can get dipped into a variety of dips that are created by this brand. We are probably going to be the 4th or the 5th store in the United States for this brand. We contracted with this franchise when they only had 1 store in Florida. And within the last 6 months, they've opened 3 or 4 stores, and we're one of them that's going to be in pipeline to get open. So, and I do have a video that I'll probably show you a little bit later to give you a little bit of excitement of what it's going to look like. And then the last one is in the same property building, we're going to have a party hall, which is what a lot of people have told me that they don't have a space where families can have birthday parties or engage in that area. So we're trying to create something that is unique and exciting place for people to have birthday parties, where there will be an arcade on the side, and in this open concept floor plan, we're going to have a toddler's play area where, you know, parents can enjoy a meal while their kids are playing on the side. So that is the concept that we're trying to bring together so that the community can come together as a family and have fun at the same place at the same time. Next, please. So these are the types of offerings from Baja Fresh, your burritos, your tacos, the different types of salsa bars, guacamole, and I'm always for it. I know the only one we have here is El Jimador, but this one would be a good addition. At least I've only tried El Jimador. So next one. So again, your coffee concepts, your frappes, cappuccinos, lattes, all those. Some cold drinks, along with sandwiches, your pastries, all that will be available there. So these are the desserts that you're going to be looking at. Cheesecakes that are dipped into different chocolates. You can create donuts with different flavorings, chocolates, dips, etc. It's really phenomenal. Once you see it, you're going to probably want to try a different one every day. So. Next, please.
Could you open that one first?
That was the suggestion from the conference as well. So that's how they create those things, and they create them right in front of the customer, so you get to choose what you want. Different flavorings, and obviously there will be an app for that, just like there's an app for everything else.
I will be there every day.
We hope so.
It's the only way I get my daily intake of dairy.
Move our meeting to a new place.
Yeah.
Definitely welcome. We should have enough space there for that.
Donuts, cookies.
That's just.
So I think that's just a loop on the repeat, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
Next, please. And that's what the planned party hall may look like, with a small arcade alongside where kids can have a little bit of fun. Boz Entertainment, that's just our own brand. My daughter's name is Gurbaz, so it's named after her. And you know, we want to make it fun, so that's the whole idea. The space is engaging. It's available for you know, different ages all the time, basically. If you look at it, the opening hours based on the coffee setting would be around 6 a.m. and then dinner and late night desserts around 10 p.m. So it will provide a much needed long hour facility where families can engage at the same time. Next, please. And then, of course, there's ancillary benefits to retailers, community members, as well as investors in the community. It would generate all-day foot traffic from I-44, bring in a lot of customers from out of town that would generate revenue for the city. And obviously, if there's other businesses located in the same plaza, they would benefit from the synergy from other businesses generating revenue from I-44 as well. Next, please. So again, I talked a little bit about that extended time that the facility will be open. It will give everybody more time at their leisure to enjoy, you know, their own time. With the integrated walking trail, people can go out, have lunch, and then walk it off.
Especially after the ice cream, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. So again, this will provide a venue for all seasons, whether it's summer or winter, you know, to different people's tastes. Next, please. Again, I touched a little bit about cross-promotional synergy of different businesses coming together to provide different marketing. You know, La Dupree, if somebody purchases something at La Dupree, they may offer a dentist coupon, right? So dentists in the city could, in the same plaza, could help people with their teeth, right? But those are kind of things that we're looking at. We're trying to create that space where businesses can come together, have their own little HOA type community association where they can engage in helping each other out. So shaping the future of Waynesville together, the Patriots Landing development is designed to attract new businesses to the area. Of course, businesses that already exist and want new modern facilities are welcome to engage with us. Feel free to send me an email. My email address is on the screen as well. And we can directly talk about the letters of intent that we're accepting. We can highlight, and this plaza will definitely be highlighting the city of Waynesville from I-44, and that's one of the goals. You know, possibly, we've discussed this before with the city, but there will be a retaining wall on the other side facing the I-44, which might highlight the design in big letters, City of Waynesville, or something like that, that could enhance the visibility of the city as well. Obviously, we would like to highlight the military heritage of the community with the large flagpole. We're discussing putting statues of armed forces on the walking trail, which would make it a place for people to gather as well. Again, safe space for locals as well as tourists to mingle, share family moments, and providing safe space for children. We are discussing putting together a possibly park by the flagpole area. Again, that is a huge area on this screen. It doesn't show as much, but there's a lot that can be done, and those are all in the planning stages. We'll see how, what steps we can take to.
Robert, I'm glad to see it finally start to happen.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Well, if you guys have any questions, I'll be happy to take them. Yes, sir.
Where's the proposed site for this?
Patriots Landing across from the community theaters.
Between the theater and 44?
Correct. All right. Well, thank you so much.
What I want to do is, I want all of the council, Raj and your mother, to come up and we take a photo from this portion. We'll all go down there. Yep. You sure? I don't think it's that big. The chair's going to be in the way.
Huh?
For the photo?
Thank you so much. Thank you, Raj. Been on that kind of building for years.
We'll put them in the middle.
Are you guys out of, are you based out of Florida? No, California? California. St. Robert. What are we doing now? All right.
We'll put you in the middle up here.
Commercial?
The center on the
No,
yeah. We'll move this way a little bit.
Okay, you got
Center
to
up here.
sideways.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, we got a worker here.
Scooch. I am the Madam President.
You okay? For the next 5 years. All right, that's wonderful. Great, good job. All right, good. Oh, really? What kind of scientist? I went to school there. UC Riverside.
Oh, okay.
I'm a chemical environmental.
Oh, okay. Okay, just got into this and that.
I'm still with some, I work for the radiologic health plan.
Oh, okay.
This is my mom's vision, and I'm just helping.
I think it's cool. That's exciting. Thank you.
Thank you.
here.
Okay. A night of some good things that's happening here in the community. So at this point, I want to go ahead with mayoral comments, just to kind of share something. We have our business spotlight. Business Spotlight is Riverside. They're located downtown Waynesville, right east of the Ruby Doo Bridge. I went in there. It's a great place, and if those that don't remember, that's the previous Councilman Hicks' wife who owns that business. So go down there and support their business. And if you use that link that's on there, you can go by and read her full story that we captured during our history find this last year when we had those newspapers. So you can read her entire story to kind of learn a little bit more about her business, and that was one of the reasons why we did that, so we can help them to share their whole story. But it's a great place to go and shop. I've been in there a couple of times too. Next slide. All right, here, so in our community, one of the things that I get bombarded with is the great things that a lot of our citizens are doing in the community. And what I wanted to do is point out this initiative to show Missouri how much pride we have. What they have is a Good Neighbor program. So anybody can nominate the good neighbors when they have they do these great, outstanding feats within our community. And I want to encourage everyone to do that. Like we had the young lady with the lemonade stand. We have people periodically. I got business owners that are doing great work for their patrons, like discounts or things like that. If a person has done something like that for you, then this is where you go and you recognize them for that effort. Or when people are paying other people's bills or so forth and so on. It takes a whole community to do this. But the one thing I want to point out is we have a community that's always engaged in this area. Whereas people always ready to go out and help our senior population that can't take care of their lawns or anything like that. We have a lot more people doing good than bad. All right? So with that being said, that's an initiative. I want us to help push that out on social media. We want to encourage everybody to participate. And this is going to take place during September 28th and October 4th is the week, but we all put in those comments now. You don't wait until then. So let's put Waynesville on the map, let people know about our community and the great people we have living here. Next slide. All right, Suicide Prevention Month. This is one of those things, of course, I'm very passionate about. I lost a lot of friends that either downrange or have come back here to this location and lost them there as well. So suicide prevention is September is an initiative that I want to encourage everyone to kind of be aware of. There are some free classes that help you to be more aware in how to engage and help people out as you may see them, to be able to help point out those people that may be struggling with things. They don't have to struggle alone. You always got 988 that you can call, but I want you to use that link and pass that information on, but we'll have more information to share with you as the month goes on about initiatives to bring more awareness to suicide prevention. All right, so we have events here that go on in our community all the time, and I'm telling you, it's hard to find those events a lot of the times. And not only events, if you got business promotion, if you got a yard sale, if you got anything that's going on, we want you to upload your flyer here it's all at the eventbucket.com/Missouri. You upload your flyer there, and what we'll do is we will promote it here in the city. We have a running kiosk in the room up in the front. This way your information is always projected. Actually, during closed sessions, during our regular sessions, we run it here too, so that it's actually going on the Tiger TV. So what our goal is to help you promote your business, help you to share your events, and spread the word. The one thing that I know I hate as being an event coordinator here in our community is you always had the fear that, did we get the word out to everybody? Does everybody know about it? And that's always an issue. So this is just one of the ways that we want to help to share your information, to spread your message. Like I said, it doesn't have to be an event in the park. It can be sale or promotion you have at your business. They will go through an approval process. If there's anything that is not in good keeping and discipline of our community, then it may not be approved. So it's not guaranteed. So if you're doing something that is illegal or unethical, of course, that's not going to be on there. But we will promote your business as it stands according to the way that your business is incorporated. Next slide. Oh, that's the last one? Next. All right, so I want to kind of talk about this here today. One of the things that goes on in our community, one of the initiatives is to bring our community together. Many, many years ago, I was on the Waynesville Chamber. I was the chair of the Military Government Affairs Committee for about 7 years. And we had an initiative. It was about civility. It was about civility, speak your piece. How do you talk to people? How do you engage with people? You don't start with accusation, you just start with question. You seek clarification first. The things that you share on social media, you always validate that information first and not just share whatever you hear. And what you hear may not be the gospel, right? When I say the gospel, it may not be true. It may not be the right message. This was one of the initiatives that we had. We had many different initiatives throughout the years of having that program. And it was the beware before you share. Like before you share, there are some things that you need to do. You need to stop, check, think, and you choose civility. So what does that mean to stop, check, think, and choose civility? Well, that means that we have to think about what we're saying before we say it. And all of the implications that go with that. There's consequences for the things that we say. So with that being said, I got privy to some information that was put on social media. And one of my responsibilities inherent responsibilities as a mayor is whenever there's something that comes out to defame or pass wrong information to try to defy the character of the city and what we're trying to do here. We're trying to build, we're trying to open up communication, we're trying to reach out and build our communities. There was some information that was shared about a petition that's supposed to be going on here in the community, and there's a lot of mistruths that's on this paper. I'll just start by sharing this story. I'm not going to preach to you, but I will tell you there's a story of a man who had a wife, who had an employee, and that employee, he was very loyal to that man of that household. He went on a trip, the man of the household. He left his employee in charge to take care of things. That employee's wife made a pass at, that employer's wife made a pass at that particular person. Several different times. And he kept rejecting. He said, no, I'm not doing that. That's you. I'm not getting into that. Well, there was one time, last time, that employer's wife made an advancement towards that employee, and he ran from her and he left his coat. And his coat was in the office. So what she did was she took the coat and she took a little bit of truth and she built a lie around it, and she got her husband to put him in jail, and he was falsely accused because he never checked, because he trusted his wife. What do I mean by that? A lot of this stuff that I see on social media, this right here with this petition, and I'm going to just say it because it's public information now, it's out here, so I can go ahead and explain it. But there's information that's being pushed out to our community that is nothing but destructive to our community. It is nothing but far from the truth. It's lies. And I'm tired of it. People up here, we're here to do a job. Let me tell you something. Some of the comments in here, I'm gonna walk the gamut, and I do apologize for going extent but here, but I'm gonna tell you something. First of all, there has been accusations of misgivings, unethical behaviors, and all of these other things. Let me tell you something. First of all, I'm gonna tell you something about me. I am a board member of the Committee of 50. I am a member of my counseling organization and have a license that I have to abide by certain standards. I'm a board member of the Missouri Municipal League, serving the state in 635 municipalities throughout the state. I'm a board member and participant of the Merrimack Regional Planning Commission, and have been, because we haven't had representation there doing that. And in a lot of those things, I'm the first. Like no other mayor did it. They weren't engaged in it. That wasn't their focus. Doesn't mean that they weren't good, it just wasn't their focus. My focus is to learn as much as I can to help my city while I can. Then when we get criticized for how much we get paid, I got a raise. I got a raise to poverty. Okay, I went from $300 to $500 a month. You know how much money I lose because I give up all of my time here instead of my private practice? For my private practice, I probably make about $1,000 a month. But my family knows, they know that. And I'm not sharing this to get any kind of pity. I'm just telling you what my passion is. My passion is to serve. And so is everybody else up here. Oh yeah, and our councilmen, they got a raise too. They went from $0 to $200 a month. So now when they drive through the neighborhoods, they can pay for their gas. And guess what? When we get our raises, we can't vote on our raises. Because you got to be elected to get it. Not everybody got the raise at the same time. Only half of the council got it because the other one was still midterm. So when we take information and we start spreading information out, what you're doing is we're destroying trust when we should be building it in our communities. So let me just walk the gamut down some of these little things here that I see. I want to, oh yeah, let me go to this one first because this was the big one. Hold on. Where is it at? The city refused to provide the documentation concerning airport expansion and massive debt to FAA certified citizens. Lie. Everything's public. We put that information out. All the information is out for the community. This is all fabricated information. Fabricated information. And then people get stirred up about it because they have a hate for who sits here.
Or authority in general.
I think it's other things. But I'm gonna just keep it clean. I'm gonna keep it clean about the dirty lies. I'm gonna share some other things in here. Refuse to release financial information concerning Tantalus meters. When? The information is public. It's online. Is there a sunshine request about Tantalus? No. So it's other lies that are being shared to make the city, to make the citizens feel a certain way about the community and the leadership here. And that is a travesty, especially if you have ever worked in any leadership position. Well, let me rephrase that. Been a leader in a leadership position, because that's a difference. I learned that in 22 years of leadership in the doggone military. Not everybody in the position is a leader. The title does not make the man. The man makes the title. Now, there's other things in here. Unethical termination, oh, this is the one. Unethical termination of utilities in a downtown service station and equipment damage as a result. Let me explain something, because I had to get this cleared, because I don't ever want to share anything that I can't share. So I always consult with attorneys to keep us clear. So let's go ahead and share what actually happened. Unethically terminated. Let me tell you something. We didn't terminate the downtown service station's utilities. The person who had the utilities in his name terminated it. And he has passed away. So I don't want to say his name. But I hate that I have to speak on this, because the whole story was me. I went down, I said, do we need to go and warn this person? Yes. Well, I'll go down there and tell him, I'm going to get some gas. I need gas anyway. So I went down and I told the owner. I asked, could I come in? His son said, you can come in. I don't walk in people's business without being invited. I walked up. I was on the left side of the vehicle. The person was working on the vehicle. And I said, I just want to inform you that the utilities person, the person whose name was in the utilities, he just shut off the power. And if you don't come up today, your power can be turned off tomorrow. That person looked at me and said, all right. So I walked out, I paid my little $72 of my tank of gas, and then I got banned from the gas station for being unethical. That's how I got banned. It's kind of funny, but it's ignorant. But I got banned because of that. And this is what we're talking about unethically terminated. It wasn't even in their name. So how can you terminate somebody that didn't have an account? And I don't know how long the person had the property before that. This was not a new deal. The city does not get in between dealings of citizens and landowners. That's not our responsibility. We don't get in between that. We cannot get in between that. So if a person comes to shut something off, we can't get in between that. Now in good faith, we went down to kind of warn to say, hey, this just happened. We didn't have to say anything. We could have just turned it off, but we didn't. And then when that person got the utilities turned back on, guess what? Our staff went down to go turn on the utilities. Uh-oh, wait a minute. They didn't have to. Somebody already did. That means that somebody tampered with the utilities, which, by the way, is a federal offense. I mean, can you explain a little bit more with that, Mr.?
Federal offense, it's a felony.
A felony? Okay. Okay, so that's a felony to tamper with it. Now, I don't know who did it. There's somebody that has a superhero that goes around and turns people's utilities back on. Right? So now we got to kind of figure out who that is. But yes, we're unethical. We're unethical. But I'm sharing this information because it's important that we know what is happening in our community. People are trying to tear it apart instead of build it. And they take things like this to do it. The city has not blocked anyone on social media. The city does not have to have comments open when they're sharing information. Do we understand that? That's the rules. We don't have to have comments open when we're making announcements. And we have been advised to that. How do we keep people from distracting from the messages we're putting out? That's what you do. Continue expansions of upgrades or repair to the RV park in the active flood zone. That park is a staple to our community. And as many times as it gets flooded, as many times we're going to fix it. Because the citizens want it. And the people that come to visit here, they want it. If it was worthless, we would not do it. And we have been expanding in that area. That's not unethical. There's nothing wrong with that. To improve things after a flood. I've been working in disasters here since I retired, 2011. 2013, 2015, 2017, fire 2021, storms in between that, 2024. I mean, that's the nature of where we live. It floods, it gets damaged, we repair it. That's what we do. That's our life. That's what's going on in our life right now. This is, if we don't like that, we need to move. But that's part of it. That's just what it is. My house was flooded and I wasn't even down in the flood zone. In 13, everybody got hit hard. But these are the things that we have to understand, that when people put things like this out here, the city employees lunch at new local restaurant. You know what happened with that? A new business, just like this one, said, we want to do a soft opening. Can we use the city to train our staff? We will provide lunch for you for free. So we came over so they can do a soft lunch and get their staff going. They invited the city. And that's the way they wanted to show appreciation. But yet people are greasing palms. If I have my grease in my palm, it ain't gonna be food. But I wouldn't do it anyway. But the bottom line is, all of these things are just said to try to defame the character of the council and the city. And not just the character of the council and the city. Any organization that we represent, any organization that we have been appointed by people at the state level or local or regionally, is also an attack on them. Compliance with prevailing wage. Look, a lot of times people just put things out here because they want to. There was information I seen on one, I can't remember where it is. It says something about, oh, here it is. connecting Doug Potts with Michelle Brown. I want you to be careful. I want you to understand something. The price or the sales of ice cream goes up in the summertime, so does murder rates. So ice cream kills. That's what this is. Correlation and causation, come on. People putting things together that has nothing to do with each other. Let's write in the police chief too, because he retired too. What's his story? So people fabricate things and they put this information out there as if it's the truth. And this has already been answered in council by the gentleman back there. Asked us in 2 months ago, because the last one I was sick, but 2 months ago he asked the same question. No, that has nothing to do with it. But then they still go out and push this information out. So I have to bring this up today. Cancellation of the Hogs and Frogs event. We didn't cancel the Hogs and Frogs event. There's information here that is not true on this information. The other thing is, here, Old Settlers Day. Old Settlers Day is ran by Denise Sievers. Denise Sievers called me and said, I'm canceling. I'm like, you gonna tell me now? Do you need help with getting volunteers? She can't get volunteers. So the people writing this stuff maybe need to volunteer and go help her with the doggone Old Settlers Day. Because that's what we're running out of. We don't have volunteers to do these. It's the same people doing it. That's what happened. So we didn't cancel it. She reached out to me because I always volunteer there and help. I need people to help me out. So this is another example. I'm not going to go through all of this stuff because we have some great stuff going on. Well, I will go down here to 72 parcels. The 72 parcels, we already went over this. A parcel is not a property, it's a piece of it, and we have stuff all over the place. We got parcels include what? Our lift stations, it improves the park. How many parcels we got in the park?
Rubidoux Park's like 7 to 12, just that park.
Yeah, just the Rubidoux Park, 7 parcels.
In one park.
In one park, right? So like you can have the park and not just have, it's not one parcel. So when people take information and they use it for their benefit to destroy, this is what happens. Mess gets brought up and it's just all over the place. So I wish them well on their partition, but I will tell you this. If you share a story with your friend and you don't share the whole story, you ain't their friend. If you only gonna get them part of the information and put them out there in public, you're not their friend. They're not your friend. So with that being said, I wanted to share information with my comments, which I did not want to go to. I sat here and debated, did I want to talk about it? But it needs to be talked about. And I hope it's recorded, and I hope it's replayed, I hope it's shared. You know, because people, we here as elected officials, we are limited on what we can say. But when you make it public, oh, I can talk about it. So as long as it's being made public, I'm going to talk about it. But if it ain't, I'm not going to get into it because I'm going to respect your privacy. But when you come out and you make it public, you made it public. So we have to understand something. I'm going to bring receipts. We can even bring more receipts. Because I don't believe in voter fraud. Well, let me define what voter fraud is. Voter fraud is whenever you do something illegally dealing with voting. That i.e. registration, i.e. misrepresentation. All of those things are illegal. I don't look for loopholes. I look for the rule and I uphold it. When people look for loopholes, they're trying to get by something. I'm trying to stand on something. Just like the council here is standing on truth. Now, what I'm going to do is these marrow comments, but I'm going to leave it open for the council because I'm going to stop. My mouth is getting dry. Did anybody here want to say anything tonight or got anything to add?
No, I feel like lately I've been getting a lot of negative messages in my Facebook, right? A lot of phone calls that are hang-ups. Then when I do a search, I look, I see where that business or that call's coming from. guess my biggest thing is, when did humans stop being human? I struggle with understanding how a human can be so negative in life and then only tear down other people. We want everybody to be successful. We want everybody in our community to have a loving community, full of activities and jobs and places to be. And so I guess for me, I'm going to say what I said before, no human is more human than any other human. But I'm starting to figure out some of you are way less than human. And if you can say things to people that are derogatory, messages in Facebook Messenger and not to their face, you are the scum. You are the problem. Not the people volunteering, the people who cannot bring anything positive to goodness and light. So, if you are one of those people that call me and hang up at random times of day and night, or send me messages in Facebook because so-and-so told you that we were up to no good, or hiding money, or putting the city in massive debt, I'm gonna give you grace. I'm saying right now, this is your opportunity to turn around and be a decent human to everybody that you deal with. It's amazing when you are a decent human, how much happier and peaceful and less stressful your own life will be. Join us in making a good community.
I'd like to say something. I think the conduct of the people, they're not paying attention to what we're doing to the younger generation. These kids can read.
Can you
they can read, they can see what's being said. And is that what we're trying to teach them? No, it isn't. I think they need to wake up and understand that they're not doing it for them. You're influencing the children in a bad way, and that's where you should draw the line. There's a forum here. Come in and speak your mind here, not where children can read it and get the wrong impression. And I think that needs to be corrected.
We all need to lead by example. An example is a positive thing, not a negative thing. So that you have more rewards with positivity than you do with negativity. So I would ask everyone to lead by positive and by being a leader, even if it's a leader for your family, for yourself, or whoever. We're all leaders. We just have to show that. And leader is not negativity.
I'd like to say thank you, first number, to Councilman Hayden. Tonight, seeing children with grins from ear to ear, because one of us actually stepped up and said, let's have a solution. Let's have children do something amazing and good. That brings happiness to me. I think I've said it before, Facebook is the bathroom walls of the 21st century.
Yeah.
I think it's ridiculous. I think it should be painted over and made a better color. Unfortunately, I think many of us need to just write something on Facebook first and then delete it and then find something happier to post about.
Thank you. All right. No other comments? All right, so, and I'm gonna tell you, really, I hated I had to do that. Because tonight was supposed to be a great night with those kids, with new business coming to the community, and there's more coming, and then it turns out to be just like it is.
Mayor, can I interrupt you? Raj and his mother here tonight is like some of the other things you just said about other businesses coming. We discussed that in economic development closed executive session. And we've had comments made about we do too much closed session. Well, we had to keep that quiet. The general public, if our neighbors up the road found out, they would have tried to convince him to go there instead of here. So there's a lot of things that we do that we'd love to be able to tell people, but until it is finalized, we keep it quiet.
Sometimes it's not our story to tell.
Right. Yep.
Exactly.
That's exactly, I agree with that. That's exactly what I was saying tonight. It's not our story to tell, it's their story to tell. This is their business. They should be able to bring it to the community the way they want to, not us whispering and bringing it out. That's not how it's supposed to be done.
It's not our property, it's their property.
Right. They just invited us in on the plan.
Yep. Which was nice of them.
Right. So with that, like I said, I really hate that we had to bring that up tonight, because I would love to just see good things coming out at our city council, all the accomplishments, the hard work. I mean, the utility department, they keep rocking and doing an outstanding job. Are we perfect? No, because ain't nobody perfect. There's no one perfect. Do we know everything? No, we don't. But we all learning and seeking to do better.
That's why we have Nathan.
Right. That's why he's here. But that's the gist of it. I want everybody to understand the heart behind the engine, or the engine to the car, is that we want things to improve. We want to grow our community. We can't sell the community if people are sowing discord. And we got to go back, and I got to spend time on this instead of doing what I'm doing, the real work. Trying to, anyway. People will never know what the job is of the mayor. First of all, this position is part-time, right? Our positions are part-time. We are bivocational, many of us. So part-time positions, $200 a month for our councilmen and councilwomen, and now $500 a month for me. And it's never been about the dollars, because I was a council member without any pay and a board member without pay. That's not what it is. The reason why that was recommended for them to get the $200 is because we were trying to do more. We was requiring them to do more. In going to these meetings, they're giving up their time, they're driving around the neighborhoods, $200 is not a lot. I mean, you can't even fill up your car twice with $200 in a month. Maybe twice, depending on what you got. But okay, well, but the thing is those are the things that we got to think about what's really happening and what's really going on in our community. But with that said, I will move on to agenda item number 6. We got community public comments. We'll open up the floor for public comments. Say your name and your address if you got public comments.
Ryan Jensen?
Yes.
14640 Hobby Road. It's technically St. Robert.
Is it St. Robert?
Sorry,
Yeah,
I was gonna say.
Robert, yeah.
Okay. I was like, I don't know that road.
Yeah, it's over by Rotary. A couple quick comments. Number one, was that employer's coat or employee's coat? Did it have lots of colors?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you missing a coat?
No.
I don't feel like going to prison for 13 years. Comment number 2 is, I've been Facebookless for over a decade now. I've never owned a smartphone. Join me. It's a better life.
Oh, as soon as I'm not here,
Unfortunately, we
it's
can't.
gone.
Yeah, it's a better life without social media, let me tell you. I have a dumb phone. Okay, third question, the real reason I'm here. I talked to Pulaski County on Monday morning about flock cameras, and I wanted to see if Waynesville has any contracts with flock safety or any of those organizations like Axon.
Yeah, we do have.
You do? Okay. But if you heard the news last night, Sheriff Ball has now committed to no longer sign up for more contracts with flock. And the community is very thankful for him. So pretty soon, the Pulaski County owned flock cameras will be coming out. Is this the time to present information on that, or should I come back another time and schedule a time with you guys?
That would be probably better to come back at another
Okay.
time to talk about that.
Okay, cool.
Sheriff Ball did contact us, and just to give a little history, before it even started, he contacted us about being part of a team to join that team. When we looked into it, we thought that was the best thing for us to do here in our community as far as safety. One of the things that I will just make this comment today is that we make decisions based off what's best for the city of Waynesville. We don't make decisions based on what other communities fail to do. We put things in position because we trust our officers, and we're going to make sure that safety is going to be first and foremost for everyone here. With that being said, Waynesville in our community is different than other communities. So I can't grade it off of the failure of others. I have to grade it off of the successes of what we have. So I don't know if that gives you a preliminary answer of what I'm saying, but what Sheriff Ball did, he did. We'll talk and discuss about what we'll do if we do something different. If it's not anything different, everybody will know why it's not different. If it is different, they will know that as well. But if I can trust you with a gun, I can trust you with a camera. So you can go on my site, and I have I'm getting high tech now. I got a booking on my site. So you just click that. I got some days in there where you can come in and schedule some time to come see me.
Okay.
Right? So I got Wednesdays and Fridays and Wednesdays and Fridays open. In the morning time, you can come in and visit. If that don't work, then I can meet you on a Saturday after 12.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah. I run, you guys see this F3. If you guys have seen a bunch of guys working out in Ruby Park on Tuesday, Thursday nights, it's a free fitness program for men that I run down there. So you'll see a flag on the shovel down there sometimes, and that's us working out. So I'm actually about to go there here pretty soon. It's at 7:30. So I would love to schedule time to talk about block. I've been a programmer. I work with a Second Amendment company up in Iowa, and so I've been a software engineer for 16, 17 years now.
Okay.
And I've dug deep into block, and I've discovered some things, and I've done a lot of research. And I've also done, I'm sorry, sir, what's your name?
Nathan.
Nathan. Are you familiar with the mosaic theory of the Fourth Amendment? Okay. So when I talk to you, whenever that is, I'll schedule a time. Would you prefer something like on this, or how should I just go to your website and do the booking thing?
Yeah, you can do the booking there. We'll talk, and then we can, if you want to talk to the police committee, that'll probably be the best route to
Yeah,
go.
that'd be wonderful.
We don't need to talk to the entire committee, but, the entire council. Kind of go through those stages, and then that's where all the work gets done.
Okay.
But more work could be done one-on-one, where we can go back and forth and not have to worry about agendas. We can just talk about whatever it is that you're talking about, and then take it to the next level from there.
Wonderful.
All right?
Thank you.
I do have a question. How do people know about your fitness program if you're not on Facebook?
Exactly, right?
The show.
Word of mouth. I do everything all
That's why I've never heard of it.
old fashioned. This is my phone. It's a dumb phone.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I've never had a smartphone because I know it's a device to keep you in your prison chains. So, thank you.
I agree.
All right.
I get to hear you too.
My name is David Wheaton. I live in West Waynesville. I also live close to a place called cut the side of the street. Somebody did a fantastic job of cutting things down, but they left what they cut down. Are we planning on having all this? I'm trying to think of a nice word to say.
Trash. Residue?
Residue.
Debris.
All that removed.
So that was MoDOT that went through and did the cutting. They
Oh,
do.
that was the city?
No, I don't think so. That wasn't us. I want to say it was MoDOT.
Which road was it on, Benny?
Which road?
Yeah, 66?
Yeah.
17?
Yeah. That's what I see.
It was MoDOT.
MoDOT watched them.
Yeah, I don't know. They may come back through. That might have been the first sweep, but we can check.
Okay, that's one of my concerns. Next one here. In order to, you don't say, King, I have to drive down Ranch Road, turn left on Ruby Road. On Ruby Road, there are tree branches that hanging over the highway. I done ran into it with my truck about, I'm gonna say 9 times, because I've been in Washington DC with my son. So are we gonna do anything about that?
What road is that, sir?
Ruby.
On Ruby?
So that's probably on somebody's personal property, correct?
Yeah, but if it's covering the roadway, then we can cut it.
The chief of police told me that anything hangs over
Right.
my property, I have a right to cut it off. That tree is hanging over the pavement, and they keep hitting the top of my truck. Am I correct?
Yes.
So isn't the city responsible for that tree caught hanging over that pavement?
Yes.
Somebody say something.
Yeah, yes. The city administrator just wrote it down.
Ruby Road,
Ruby Road,
yes,
so you can get that corrected.
yes.
I jumped out like that. Feel good, but so I said they gonna do something.
Yep.
No, I'm not there.
You too.
Thanks, Benny.
You too. Any other citizens' comments? All right, we'll move on to agenda item number 7. That is City Administrator's Report. Mr. Doyle.
Waynesville Park Board meeting was canceled for the month of August. Next meeting is scheduled for September 10th. Utility Committee was held August 3rd. Operation, Maintenance, and Service Report for the PCSD Territorial Agreement was given. Utility updates by electric, water, sewer, and natural gas. Next meeting is scheduled for September 14th, which is a little late in the month for that meeting, but we have a later date coming up. Economic Development Committee met August 3rd. Business spotlight again is Riverside Shop. Next meeting is also September 14th at 5 o'clock. Roads and Grounds Committee was held August 4th. Street Department gave updates on maintenance and gravel hauling, service order, auto repairs. Next meeting is scheduled for September 1st, 2026. Emergency Services Committee was held August 6th with the animal shelter update, police department updates, Waynesville Central Dispatch, fire department. Next meeting will be held September 3rd. Finance and Human Resources Committee, August 6th. CID update was given. There was also the budget, which we will be talking about, amended budget. I think there's an ordinance. Looks like, mid-year budget 2026-15 we will be discussing later. Next meeting is scheduled for September 3rd. Planning and Zoning was held August 11th. No meeting was held. Next meeting is scheduled for September 8th, and Board of Adjustments, no meeting was held. And it will be as needed or to be determined. Special events include Patriot Day, Pulaski County Farm Bureau tractor Route 66 crews. We have Big Band September 7th, not on this list. Our Route 66 summer concert continues with Lindley Creek August 22nd and Eastern Heights on September 26th. The Veterans Day Parade will also be held in the city of Waynesville this year, I believe on November 7th.
It's on a Saturday.
It's on a Saturday. Yeah, I know. Any questions?
Oh, thank you.
What day is the tractor parade or whatever?
The September 26th.
Same as that concert.
Yes.
Have you ever confirmed whether the governor's going to be driving his tractor?
Have not. I've not heard confirmation on that.
I talked to Mr. Charles Bassett, who is the organizer, and he did not have a definitive answer on it. So he said he'll let me know if I gotta give me some overalls and a tractor, see if I can, yeah, mosey down the road. Is there any questions for Ms. Gold? All right. So we'll move on to 9B, proposed ordinance 2026-15. Madam Clerk.
An ordinance amending the fiscal year 2026 budget, repealing conflicting ordinances, fixing an effective date. Reading number 2. An ordinance amending the fiscal year 2026 budget, repealing conflicting ordinances, fixing an effective date.
All right. Entertain a motion. Motion by Mr. Farnum.
I'll second.
Second by Ms. Kareem. Madam Clerk.
Councilwoman Corn?
Yes.
Councilman Bland?
Yes.
Councilman Hayden?
Yes.
Councilman Rice?
Yes.
Councilman Hyatt?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dills?
Yes.
Councilman Harrell?
Yes.
Councilman Farnum?
Yes.
Thank you.
Proposed ordinance 2026-16. Madam Clerk.
An ordinance to establish procedures for disclosure of conflict of interest to comply with Senate Bill 262, fixing an effective date. Reading number 2, an ordinance to establish procedures for disclosure of conflict of interest to comply with Senate Bill 262, fixing an effective date.
Entertain a motion. Motion by Mr. Rice, second by Mr. Hayden. Madam Clerk.
Councilman Farnum?
Yes.
Councilman Harrell?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dills?
Yes.
Councilman Hyatt?
Yes.
Councilman Rice?
Yes.
Councilman Hayden?
Yes.
Councilman Bland?
Yes.
Councilwoman Corn?
Yes.
Thank you.
Proposed ordinance 2026-17. Madam Clerk.
An ordinance authorizing the mayor and/or the city administrator to execute an aviation project consultant agreement, federal assistance between the city of Waynesville, the city of St. Roberts, and Burns and McDonnell Engineering Company Incorporated, fixing effective date. Second reading, an ordinance authorizing the mayor and/or the city administrator to execute an aviation project consultant agreement, federal assistance between the city of Waynesville, the city of St. Robert, and Burns and McDonnell Engineering Company Incorporated, fixing effective date.
Entertain a motion. Ms. Grant. Mr. Harrell. Any discussion? Madam Clerk.
Councilwoman Corn?
Yes.
Councilman Bland?
Yes.
Councilman Hayden?
Yes.
Councilman Rice?
Yes.
Councilman Hyatt?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dills?
Yes.
Councilman Harrell?
Yes.
Councilman Farnum?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right, proposed ordinance 2026-18. Clerk.
An ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute a quitclaim deed to Twyla Forgery, a single person. Second reading, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute a quitclaim deed to Twyla Forgery and a single person.
I'll entertain a motion for this.
Motion.
Mr. Farnum. Second, Mr. Harold. Any discussion?
I'd like a little more information on that. I'm not real familiar with that. Can you elaborate on that a bit, please?
Let me do, yeah. So, the property at Twyla Cordries, some of her yard is over the boundary onto city property, okay? And there is a couple things that could have caused this. There's an offset section, it appears, on that property. And have you ever been there? She lives on Parish Road. Are you kind of familiar with the? Okay.
Is there an easement through there or something?
There is a, now I'm not sure about like an easement for a drive. Again, that's kind of a private situation and who got the easement, how that works, and I'm sure there is. There is a portion of her yard, if you've been there, there is, as you kind of enter, I think there's kind of like two pillars or kind of some plantings on each side, and then you kind of enter her property. And on the left side of the drive as you enter, there's a putting green and some yard. That's the piece of property that is referenced in this legal description, okay? There are easements there. There will be, I think we identified gas, water, and electric. And so when she had discovered this, I believe, and I don't want to throw out too much, but I don't know a lot. I believe the home is for sale or will be for sale. I'm not sure how she discovered this, but she did discover it. We did our research. We found out, yes, that is on the edge of some city property, and how to, remedy that. And
So you're just making a correction, basically.
yeah, so it's just it's a corrective legal description to take clouds off of both sides with appropriate easements for the existing utilities that are there. That is basically what that legal description that you have does.
Thank you.
0.38, I think, is what the plus or minus 0.38 acres in that description.
John, it's a narrow, long.
Yes.
.38.
Yes, very narrow, very narrow.
You saw that.
It's like 50 feet.
It's been there forever.
Yes.
Including her property and the adjacent homeowner.
Correct.
Two wells down years ago.
And the utilities as installed also kind of favor the description that is provided. So if you look at how the utilities are installed, they follow that line. And for some reason, and I'm not sure when or how long ago they were installed, but they being city personnel most likely installed those utilities, and the impression of that is they were following a property line. They were following that fence, as Bill says.
That could have been done 100 years ago.
It's been a minute. Paris is that's an older
Late
street.
50s, early 60s.
There you go. There you go. So, and again, it just kind of cleans that area up as far as any overlaps, any clouds on the title, anything like that. It just cleans it up both sides. 0.38, very narrow and long. It is not a very wide strip, and I've worked with our attorney on the best approach to move forward with that, to clean that property up, and that is what he has provided us as the path forward.
Any other questions? Madam Clerk?
Councilwoman Corn?
Yes.
Councilman Bland?
Yeah.
Councilman Hayden?
Yes.
Councilman Rice?
I'm going to abstain on that one.
Councilman Hyatt?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dills?
Yes.
Councilman Harold?
Yes.
Councilman Farnum?
Yes.
Okay. Agenda item number 10, other business. We have the events already listed. We talked about Big Bam on September 7th and the remainder of the events. We do have a need for executive session, closed session for our...
Can I interrupt you? Go do something crazy for a second.
Sure. What's that?
Mr. Sheridan, I saw a thing on Facebook about the grant you got. I'm really excited about what that's going to look like. When is that going to be done?
They're working on it now over Studio 66.
Awesome. That's all.
They're painting aluminum panels that will be affixed to the front of the canopy as opposed to putting up a, whatever you see down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, scaffolding.
Scaffolding, and working up in the air, 25 feet up in the air. So they're doing the aluminum panels in the studio.
Oh, sweet.
They will affix them to the front of the canopy and over the big.
That's awesome. I saw on Facebook, and you won't be here when we get out of closed session, so I just wanted to ask about that. Thank you.
Yeah, I went in there and seen Jessica, and it looks good. That painting she did in there, she did a good job in there.
I'm sorry, I don't think he'll be here when we come out, so.
Yeah, but she's one of those other ones that be doing good stuff in the community. But we do need there's need for closed session. And I'll entertain a motion for closed session for RSMO 16.021 for legal, real estate, and personnel. Motion, Mr. Rice, second by Ms. Hayden. I mean, Ms. Hayden. Goodness.
My wife's not on council, thank you. And I don't have a coat.
It's been a long day. Ms. Corey. All right, so, Madam Clerk.
Councilman Farnum?
Yes.
Councilman Harrell?
Yes.
Councilwoman Dills?
Yes.
Councilman Hyatt?
Yes.
Councilman Rice?
Yes.
Councilman Hayden?
Yes.
Councilman Bland?
Yeah.
Councilwoman Corn?
Yes,
I had you all in the same one, got all jumbled up.
I know. His head moved
Yeah.
right as you started to look at me.
All right. We do not have anything to vote on when we come out, so if you want to turn off, you're more than welcome, sir.
Are we gonna hold it in here?